Hi guys, and welcome to Sino Supercars. Today we are going to be reviewing the all-new Renault Koleos. So I just wanted to say once again a big thank you to Renault South Africa for giving us the car for a week. It's been a great car and we've been enjoying it a lot. So let me jump into, for starters, the specs of the car. So it's got a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder inline 4, naturally aspirated. It's making 126 kilowatts of power and 233 newton meters of torque, and it's mated to a CVT gearbox, which I will discuss in more detail later, but I'm not the biggest fan of the CVT. The motor itself is pretty good, but the CVT is so starting around the front of the car, we've got the new Renault design with these sort of swooping headlights. I really like the new design of the car. I like it in this color a lot, and the car is starting at 544,000 rand. And a good thing about it is it comes with a 5-year, 90,000 kilometer service plan, which is really good. It's almost as good as BMW's motor plan, which is 5 years and 100,000 kilometers. So you'll see this is quite a big car. I mean, it's a big family SUV. 544,000 rand is really a good price for this car, in my opinion. I mean, you can't really get much else for that money. The competitors are like the Mazda CX-5 and Toyota RAV4, which I haven't reviewed yet, but hopefully we'll be able to review those at some point in the future. So this car's got disc brakes all around. It's got 18-inch wheels. It's got a lot of extra features. It's got LED lights, everything. It's got a tow bar, so if you want to do any outdoor activities and that sort of thing, you can use the tow bar. It's got an electronic tailgate, which I'd like to show you guys, which opens up to a really big boot. I think it's 486 liters if I'm not mistaken. You'll see I've got my bags in there for shopping. You can fit a lot of things in here. It's got a load cover that you can a retractable load cover, which is really nice if you want to keep your things hidden away. Moving to the side then of the car, the back. Let's have a look at the back seats. There's plenty of room in the back seats. You can easily fit a family, and I think for a family this car is perfect. I don't think you need really anything else. If you've got kids, you can put them in the back. You can go on holiday, which is ideal. There's USB ports in the back, a lot of extra things. So let me jump in the interior, where there's actually a lot of features that I would like to show you guys. So stepping into the car, you'll see it has leather seats. It's got leather dash, leather steering wheel. Let me step inside and I can show you the rest of it. Let's go in. It's got windows that are all automatic, so every single window in this car is automatic, adjusting mirrors, electronic adjusting mirrors. It's got an electronic dash as well, and this dash is actually configurable. This is in the setting right now that I like the most, so obviously I've left it in that. And yeah, that's pretty much those features. Then it comes with a 7-inch touchscreen. The touchscreen is quite responsive. It's not bad. The only thing I don't really like about that is that the climate control settings are inside the touchscreen, so you have to adjust the fan speed and that in there. The temperature controls are down here at least, and it is dual zone, so the passenger and driver can have different temperatures. But I really think the Clio had a better system, so I think in future, if they are going to carry on with the screen, I think they should probably take the one from the Clio and put it in this car, because the Clio has the climate controls down here, and I think the screen is a little bit more intuitive and responsive. The saving grace of the screen though is the fact that it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, and for me that's what I use. So if you're an Android user, I guarantee you'll use Android Auto. And if you're an Apple user, I use Apple CarPlay all the time, and I think it's the best thing. It's much better than any GPS that any car can provide. So the fact that it has that is amazing. Then this is the gear lever. There is something about it that I don't really like very much, and it's the fact that obviously this car originally is left-hand drive, so in all other regions it's left-hand drive, but here in South Africa we obviously have a right-hand drive car. So you'll see the park, drive and neutral, all the indicators on this side. So when I'm sitting here from the driver's side and I want to put it in drive or reverse, it's a little bit annoying because I can't see where it is in the gear. It also has electronic parking brake down here, and a funny sort of thing is the cruise control button is here, but then you adjust the speed on the steering wheel, which is not bad. It's actually quite intuitive once you get used to it, but it took me a while to figure out where the cruise control actually was. So that's down there. It's also got 4 cup holders here of different sizes, and this is quite a really clever feature if you ask me. This cup holder has actually got the ability to heat and cool. So there's a button here that you can actually just switch it to be heating or cooling, or you could just leave it to be neither, which is really, really clever in my opinion. It's got these grab handles. I have no idea what you'll use them for, but maybe if you're driving on off-road and your passenger wants to grab on here, I think it could be used for that. It's got a sunglass holder, which I really like. I think this is awesome. Sunglass holder. Another small feature I really like is this. This is basically, you can put your driver's license, anything like that, some paperwork, whatever it is up there, and it's easily accessible. Really like that. The same thing like the Clio that I mentioned in the Clio video. It's got this volume controls down here, and you can switch your songs and control it all from here. Very intuitive. I think this is a very clever solution. So overall, the interior of this car is fantastic. I hardly have any complaints with it. I think it's amazing. Probably one of the best in class. Like I said, I would like to see the RAV4 and Mazda CX-5 as well, but I can't really fault this interior, especially for the budget. It's fantastic. And one really important feature that I forgot to mention, I can't believe I actually forgot, it's one of my favorite features of this car, is this park distance control system. It is amazing. So it's got park distance control all around, and it's got a reversing camera, and this reversing camera is so clear at night. In the day, it's got moving lines. You'll see if I move the steering wheel, the lines move along, so it guides you where you have to go into the parking. And in a big car like this, I think that is essential. It's essential. So that's one of those great features that I think Renault has thought about, and they've thought about so many things. So guys, that's pretty much everything on the interior of the car. Let's go ahead and take it for a drive, and I'll give you some more thoughts on my experience with the car, how it drives, how it handles, everything like that, braking, etc. So, you now find me behind the wheel of the Renault Koleos. And the first driving impression, so I've basically been driving this car for an entire week, so I think I've got a pretty good understanding of how it behaves and the things I like and the things I don't like about the car. So for starters, let's start with the ride of the car. So we obviously have some pretty rough roads here in South Africa, and you want a compliant ride, and I think the Koleos definitely gives you that. I think the suspension is really good, especially for your everyday driving, and I think if you want to do just a little bit of off-roading with it, you can definitely do that. This car is available in a 2x4 and a 4x4 option, so you can either get two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. So if you do get the four-wheel drive version, I think that would be really good off-road, and I don't think you'd have any issues for anything sort of standard. Obviously, I'm not talking hectic off-road like a Land Rover Discovery or something like that, or Mercedes G-Wagon, but I'm sure anything that you put in front of this car, it will be able to handle. And then speaking about where it will be living, 90% or 99% of the time will be on the road. So the car behaves really well. The suspension, like I said, very compliant. The steering is quite light, which is good for a car of this size. It's quite easy to go around corners. The braking is really impressive. I'm actually quite happy with the discs all around, and I haven't had any issue stopping. The brake pedal feel is pretty good, I must say. The engine has got, it's a little bit underpowered in my opinion, the 2.5 litre, and I think a turbo diesel like they've got in the Nissan Navara, I believe they have a 2.5 litre turbo diesel in the Navara, I think that extra torque would do so well in a platform like this, because this car is after all based on the Nissan X-Trail. So I think that engine might find itself a better place in this car, but overall the engine is not bad. It is a little bit thirsty. They claim, I believe, 8.1 litres per 100 Ks, but I've been getting about 12 litres per 100 Ks, which is quite a lot, so it does drink quite a lot of petrol. And then the biggest issue I have is the gearbox. So the CVT around town behaves really well at low speeds. If you don't accelerate fast, it's 100% fine. It's excellent. Like, I mean, it works really well. It doesn't make a noise or anything. But if I press on now, so watch this now, I'm going to put full petrol, it really makes a big noise, and it groans, and it battles to pick up speed at like now, okay, it battles to pick up speed with the CVT. It's difficult to explain, but I think a torque converter would have been a better choice for this car. I think the CVT, yeah, I don't really like CVTs, to be honest, but like I say, around town, and I think for most people, if you're not like an enthusiast about cars or anything like that, I think if you're going to get this as a family car, it's excellent. I don't have any other complaints about it. I mean, it's fantastic. It holds the road well. The interior, the noise from the road, there's no road noise in this car. It is so quiet in here and comfortable. I think for a long road trip with a family, it would be excellent. So overall, I would 100% would recommend this car to anyone. If you're looking for a family car and you want to go on road trips or you want to daily this thing around, I think it would be fantastic for the school run, anything like that. If you are wanting to do more spirited driving with the car, I don't think it's really the car for you. But I think for most people, you can't go wrong with the Koleos. I think in its class, like I was saying earlier in the video, I don't think you can get anything for this amount of money that's this good. It's a fantastic car, it's fantastic value, and I 100% would recommend it to someone. Once again, just wanted to say a massive thank you to Renault South Africa for lending us the car. It's been an absolute pleasure dealing with them. And that's the end of the video, guys. So if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. The more subscribers we have, the more press cars we can get, and then hopefully we can start doing more and more reviews with more cars. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a great day.